You know, this is an Oasis. We're trying this again, and stuff that. So last time it crashed. Basically, it crashed after we were done. Basically, we failed on a wave, and then the controller used decided, yeah, you're not going to be able to move anything. And stuff that there were no cursor or anything at all. And that just seemed like very, very weird. Like, why did that happen? You know, and stuff that like there should be no reason for that to happen, right? You know, at all. There's nothing that would indicate that something like that would happen. You know, and stuff that Did it add like stuff that we got if we hadn't got the number for the question, you know? Because the thing is, you actually need to find the things, so you need to pick the things in order for them to show up and stuff like that. Maybe we can double check now at least. We can double check that one thing. Yeah, it is a purple, yeah. No? Yes, it is a purple. So we need to ban all the purples that are unique, basically. So that we need to ban certain purples so that the piece has an easier time to show up. Did you remember anything of that run? Maybe not. So let's do with mage again. Start with 1, ending it to 5. And go running use regular ending 5. No black percentage decrease or whatever, so yeah. So it was very weird, like why would it crash after you finish a run, like why? You know, and stuff that, like I have no idea why it would do that. So 50%, 75, 25%, okay like that, okay like that. I have one highest difficulty there, right, yeah. That's just like that, as you can see. You can also see the tier colors there as well. So basically, it's so that the dark purple is basically the positive things, and the magenta or hot pink or whatever you want to call the color, you know, and stuff that is more like, you know. Actually, let's go for harvesting then instead. Yellow can be good. That is elemental though, fire, yeah, or just. Actually, not fire really, that's just the symbol for elemental damage. I mean, you would normally want to have weapons that burn, but you know, you see, maybe if we're really lucky, we can get different like elemental weapons instead. You know, and offer like different weapons. Ouch. Whistle coupon. Another wand. Lock that. Because yes, things can get very, very hard very, very quickly if you're not careful. And the reason why we died last round was because of the boss, basically, and stuff like that. Because I shouldn't have tried to kill that boss, but we kind of got unlucky with the boss that we got. Because I mean, if we would have been fast enough and just stayed away from the boss, then that black run wouldn't have been a problem there. Stuff like that. Get early speed here. Get another wand, get another icicle. Lock that. Combine and reroll. We lock penguin and lock this. Because I am gonna try and go into this item here. So, for example, 1+ max HP for every different weapon you have. And the fact is that this is not a unique either. So that coupon is limited to 5 of course, and same thing with Scan Sausage. It would be nice of course to get the weapons cursed and stuff that, you know, that would be nice, but yeah. It is a 3 there. See, now the symbol is down there and stuff that, like, now it works, you know, for whatever reason. Let's do another one. This background is pretty rare that you get, actually. And I don't know if the other recordings will even have gotten saved like the one that, because when you exit out of the game, it just stops. Which, you know, is a bit dumb in my opinion, but like that is like really bad that can happen, you know, and stuff that, you know. Attack speed. Wand. Skull. Lock broken mouth. Reroll torch. Lock that. Lock the wand and lock this. It's just I can get a lot of weapons early on here and stuff that I used to have. But I really early there because I think we are a bit stupid here. 5% damage, wand, skull, roll, not a torch, good. Because I mean, there are enough fire weapons technically, because here's the thing, right? Yes, they do elemental damage there, as you can see, which is what Icicle does. But Icicle does not give you like the burning chance of time. Although technically this means that the scarce offset means every weapon can burn, even weapons that don't have burn damage. And there is an item that actually lets you scale that gives burn to every single weapon, or elemental damage at least, or whatever it is gives. I think it's technically give you elemental damage scaling with every single weapon and stuff that. This is of course very good. Cute monkey, very good. Luck. And max HP. Torch. Coupon. Cut the shard. Reroll. Coffee and a blue wand, nice. Okay, this is looking a lot better here at the start. I'm not gonna start combining like too early here and stuff that, you know. There's the guy that we need. That should be then the thing. I think that should have been the unlock though. I don't know. It would be really bad if the amount of enemies I've killed of it, like we said, because I'm pretty certain that was the gobbler. Yeah, killed the gobbler 5 times. Okay, 6 minutes HP. Regular one first, then a blue one, so we have a purple now. When burning activates faster, another wand, another icicle, very good. Okay, I would say we're cooking, and we are. Like the burning faster is also of course very good as well and stuff like that, yeah. But I feel still that even with explosion and projectile opacity at 100%, I feel like the burning is not as intense as it is like on the PC and stuff that, you know. Kind of wish they could make it more intense, but maybe it's certain weapons that have that effect that makes it more intense and stuff like that, because I really like the whole idea of the whole burning thing, you know, and stuff like that, you know. Come on, give me a thing. Okay, good, very good. Okay, we are 2 levels ahead. Cake, elemental damage. Rings, okay. Then I activate faster, wand, icicle, shock. Lock the shock hole. Reroll, would like to go with the torch instead. Lock the injection as well. And I know that there is quite a lot of different like fire weapons we can take and stuff that, you know, we do have the flamethrower. Flamethrower, however, does have limited range, and I will allow the flamethrower turret, right? Because there is a turret that technically has the flamethrower effect as well, which would be good. As well. But we will see how things go, of course, obviously. Melee damage now. HP region. So let's get rid of the icicle, recycle that, get a torch, get injection, get charcoal, metal detector, lock this, and reroll, and lock the bag. Good. Hopefully I can do a full recording how actually stuff that, you know. It's a bit unlucky there, but I don't know why it crashed there all often, like the run got done, like what made it crash, you know, stuff that. I mean, the fact that we unlocked the paper bag there is actually very good, because the paper bag is actually a very, very good item for what it does. Like, it's absolutely insane. And yes, the candy bag or whatever it is also very, very insane, because it can give you stats and stuff that, meaning it is easier to grow. Of course, if you would get it cursed, then it would be even better and stuff that, you know, so, you know, does some crazy things. Glass cannon, nice. Okay, that will give us negative armor though, 10% attack speed. That's absolutely crazy though. Good effective steroids, nice. Actually lock the Thief's Dagger, because yes, Thief's Dagger is not elemental, but if we get the thing that allows us to get elemental damage on every single weapon, and if we get enough scarce sausages, if we get all 4 scarce sausages, then get 25% chance to deal burning. And I forgot if luck actually does affect that or not. If it increases the chance, you know, or not. No, we'll see. Because the Thief's Dagger would just help us with all the economy situation and stuff that. And I mean, taking 1 I don't think is necessarily that bad either. We have a lot more health than last time, which is a really, really big deal, having this amount of health now. I don't want to die though. Oh, 15 luck. Banner. No, we have to actually get rid of the icicle. Thief Dagger. Snake. Crown. And Piggy Bank. Yeah, nice. Because the crown will technically also work when you're almost done, because yes, you lose a lot of harvesting after level 20 or after like wave 20 and stuff that, but you know, this of course the whole wave is of that. Now if we can survive this whole wave easy enough, you know, we can get a lot of materials this wave. This is a huge power spike this wave. Okay, and we have until level 12, and level 12 is a swarm wave from that symbol there, which is a lot better actually, but this can also swarm wave a bit. That's quite a lot of material so far. So armor, 8% damage. Let's get that. The torch. That is dangerous to do, but we do it. Fruit basket. And the torch as well. Yeah. Okay. Okay, maybe we could be cooking here. Maybe we could be cooking. Things are still pretty dangerous here. Because our HP regeneration is only 2 and we have no life steal. It's a bit bad, a bit scary for us. That was not worth, that was not worth, that was not worth. But that was a quick run lost, okay. So that's what I have to deal with sometimes with that, and sometimes even when you press it down it doesn't fix. Okay, so Goblin said, yeah. Some material stopped. It's not. So, but the other thing is when it's 15 seconds left after wave 2, I think is what it is, the other thing that window to unlock. So I'm guessing you end the run right is what you do. I think that's how it's supposed to work, I think. When there's 15 seconds left, basically, mod respawn, lock the enter alien, scared sausage stove. I mean, you scared sausage, yes, very early is very good. So basically, when there's less than 15 seconds left, right? So actually, let's just make sure, basically, let's just wait until it's 5 seconds instead. Wait. During the last 5 seconds away of the press, return to my menu. No, it doesn't show up there, god damn it. So you need to take return to main menu. I took a end run, I didn't take it. Okay, so you know what? Maybe with fire it's better to go with the melee, maybe. You're saying, I mean, if we don't get the jelly early enough, then it is pretty bad. Elemental damage. Another torch. Scared sausage. Reroll. Lock that. Reroll. Another torch. Alien worm. So we need to take return to main menu. So let's wait until it's, what was it, last 5 seconds? What is it that I said? I think maybe. Let's see here how things go. How long can we record? Okay. We didn't get that far, of course, last time, so yeah. And then resume. Nice. Okay. I'm guessing all we need to do now is complete this wave and we will get the thing. I mean, because there's actually quite a lot of different weapons that has like the fiber, like the burning effect over time, and stuff like that, so yeah. Most gas orders is of course nice. However, like if we could get cursed versions, then yes, that would be good as well. Attack speed. I like. I want the fresh meat as well. I don't know why we didn't get it there. Or do they mean after wave 2 actually, maybe? I'm gonna test again, basically. We're gonna test again here to do the return to main menu. Because maybe it was after wave 2, maybe that's how they worded it, not like during wave 2, you know. Return to main menu. Yes. Resume. Because I'm pretty certain it should pop then after this wave. I don't think we need to finish a round or whatever. Yeah, but it's a bit weird then, like the return to main menu and stuff like that, right? But being able to resume like that is like really good in case of like emergencies. But then why don't you just pause the game, you know, whatever, right? I'm guessing if you switch off the game actually, that it will still count as being going. It's Viridian, Torch, Healing Worm, Baby Elephant, Cute Monkey Lock, okay. And I mean, yes, we went up from 70 back to the 100% and stuff that, so yeah, you know, that is something to note. I mean, I really like this character and stuff, and I definitely feel like when it comes to the burning weapons, I definitely feel like the torch is better in a lot of ways because I think it does more damage and stuff like that. But yeah, please get the 3, thank you. Okay, melee damage, max HP. I don't know if melee damage even affects it or if it's only elemental damage here. No, it does scale via that as well. So let's get another torch. Cute monkey, baby elephant, a reroll. Another baby elephant, another alien worm. Another torch though. We almost have maximum torches already. We aren't that good when it comes to level though. This is a bit bad. I mean, I definitely feel that the melee can be really good at times, you know, and stuff like that, right? Because I feel like with melee weapons it's easier to deal with the melee enemies. Like, depending on what type of enemy it is, of course, obviously. Now, the faster we can get certain things, of course, the better and stuff that, you know, that is just something to realize. Elemental damage, torch, alien worm, baby elephant, fresh meat, reroll, torch. There's the taser though. Lock the taser. Lock the torch. So the taser is of course a different elemental weapon, and I believe the taser has a stun effect, I would say. So that. Now the chef would of course be an interesting one to run with, except of course the chef. I mean, the chef can do burning, but the thing is that chef, you want to do non-burning weapons. And again, they're like the chef with chef's knife is really cool, you know, and stuff that, you know, and maybe we will do like the chef run as well, maybe we'll see, you know. Right, attack speed, and luck. Where? Wow. Okay. Combine. Taster. Lock. I'm actually saving up the cash so I make sure that we can get both of those. Because the cat, I believe, is unique. I think that counts being unique. Because one of them is a big boost to luck. Like, what is it? I think it's 30 luck. It would be absolutely massive at this point, and that would make it way easier to find a Will-O-Wisp. Luck, because if we get the Will-O-Wisp early, then that will just be a big damage increase. Because basically, once you get the Will-O-Wisp, things become easy, pretty much, normally. Like, depending on how many burning weapons you have, of course, obviously. So Phaser, it slows enemies in our radius around the projectile. It is only scaling with elemental damage though. And yeah. But it also has the support keyword here. Instead of primitive. Now primitive of course gives you max HP, but support also gives you harvesting. So you know, now sadly of course this character cannot start with Taser, I don't think. And stuff that, which actually would have been a big buff I feel to this character if you would have been able to stop with Taser. Luck, actually. So 30 luck. Actually do this instead. Spicy sauce consumables have a 50% chance to explode for. That scales with health damage. Although I believe right that is basically technically used to max HP as a stat, because that's what the stat shows as. So the more you max HP, the stronger that gets. Yeah, sacrificing 2% damage. Yeah, so we have 2% less damage than normal, but that would also be good. So we have 50 luck now, and stuff that, which is pretty good. Oh yeah, the tasers can actually be very, very good actually, and stuff like that. But the thing is, we are looking for items, of course, obviously. And now, one of the things though that I would say about Brotato is, of course, that harvesting and like getting luck up like early on, like getting economy items is very important, you know, and stuff like that, right? You know, the earlier you can get coupons, the better. The earlier you can get like the dangerous bunny for free rerolls, you know, is very important, you know. There's a lot of really, really common stuff that is really, really important to get your hands on, you know, and stuff like that, you know. I feel quite powerful now, actually. Not the best, though. Please give me a 3. Okay, so we do have 1 crate. Ooh. 2 melee damage, percent attack speed, 10% speed, 436 when you take damage. Okay, it's only minus 1 elemental damage. You have no negative armor though, so 12% damage. Bin teacher, Pella hat, harvesting. Nice. So harvesting 11, okay. We have 60 luck. We are still at default speed. The thing is, right, that speed actually becomes fairly useful. So that when certain things happen. Actually, we seem pretty powerful now, actually. Like we're level 11 now at level 9. It's not the best thing in the world. We did take, of course, this. It's a 50% XP gain, which is gonna be huge here and stuff like that, you know. The bin is not unique either. Lucky Charm is not unique either. Is any other things unique? This is limited though. Cute Monkey is limited as well. Unique is sort of what is unique. Yeah. So now the quicker you can take certain uniques out of the way, the easier it becomes to get like the items you really, really want, you know. Which is why the bands become really important. Attack speed, 5% damage. Or blue taser will actually combine and then get blue taser. There's the burning turret. There's the eye surgery. There's a purple torch. which we take and unlock this. So we have a proper, so we have the highest, so deal 9.24, and then burning spirits to an additional nearby enemy, which is actually the legendary effect. That is absolutely insane that it gains another effect. I forgot about that. That actually makes it horse actually insanely good and stuff like that. So you know, yeah, that's the fire, but it shoots a blue flyer. The turret, the incendiary turret. Then of course, both of turret shoots flames. However, it scales with engineering. It's important. But that also makes it now so engineering items will become pretty important, and yes, this is the blue item as well. So if you ban some blue items, that would be good, but the thing that we really want to ban are purples, nurples, and you know, of course, getting more cats would be good. Stuff that because that's a pretty good way to increase luck. I think the panda, right? Can we get more powerful pandas? Because the panda is a legendary course, obviously, so you know. But the next wave is going to be the boss wave, of course, which is very important to think about. We do have a little bit of health regen, but we really want to get lifesteal. Being health regen is often way better and stuff like that. But yeah, the healing is the main issue and stuff like that. We could have luck very easily die there. That was super scary actually at the end there. What's our attack speed at? That's okay. 12% dodge. I think we combine that. Get a taser, get eye surgery. Oh man, fireball. Combine 2 tasers. Get fireball, get coupon, get taser. Do we lock the lead OS? With 6% dodge as well. Yes. There's the cyberball, wandering ball, and field. That's the enemy that's really scary that can kill us. So we stay away. I'm trying to stay away, but my problem is that it is so fast. If those pets were around, then that would have been good. Now the pattern is fucking going crazy, man. I mean, it would be nice if we could kill it, but you know, and stuff like that, you know. With 5 seconds left. God damn it. Okay, there's the hourglass, good. Right. So that's all those unlocks though. Okay. So maybe we do a chef run? We have time? Yes. 20%. Okay, so he has more luck. 20% damage from non-elemental sources against burning targets. Consumables explode. Okay, so consumables are important. Non-elemental sources, yeah. And 8% recovered from consumables. I know that Pruner is also insane. That has, of course, with the whole HP. No, actually, let's do Pruner actually here. Because this could be like, okay, we are the chef guy, you know, and you know, we have the garden and stuff that, you know. In the end, yes, trees are also very good because of that effect. Max health actually. When we pick up the scar actually there, a reroll. We lock into the alien, we lock head in here and reroll into a pruner. Good. So now we have 2 pruners, now we have 2 farms here. And the thing that is crazy that we can do with the farms is we can do that and then that, for example. So yes, you can explore the window things. This, the another gobbler though. This kill the gobbler. Maybe I've already killed him enough before, but you know, the gobbler gives a lot of XP there. A lot of things, attack speed. Gentle alien and reroll. Reroll. Another pruner, we can get some attack speed from that. Very nice. So you might say normally you should wait. Of course, we're taking these unless like things become very hard, then you should take more or whatever it is. Yeah, so you can see it also counts via consumables and stuff like that. So yeah, you know. Now technically, right, the more like more trees of course and more farms is like insane. Same thing as getting the Lumbiac shirt. As all as possible would be good as well. Yeah, let's just take the medical turret there. Sting. Max SP. Not pruner. That. Yes. Get salt water out of the way. Not a pruner. Very good. So yeah, so default it won't like it spawns like garden, yeah. Like it used to do that by default basically and stuff like that. So yeah, you know. There is also like the whole like the fruit basket becomes insane on this character by the way and stuff like that, you know. So the fruit basket would of course be really good for the thing it does. Technically I forgot if getting, for example, the thing that increases the explosion radius, does that affect the does that actually affect that thing, you know? Okay, max health. Salt water, get the pruner. Yes. Compass, no, that is 5% speed, even though it says crit chance. I mean, this is definitely a round that could be interesting here and stuff like that, right? Because like the prune is not necessarily a bad weapon. And yeah, we have the whole burning thing with him. Just over on scale sausage, consumable explodes for burning damage. So elemental damage is still important on him as well. 200% damage from non-elemental sources against burning targets, yeah. So the quicker you can make targets burn, the better. So we should actually be picking up these as much as possible, rather than waiting actually, because we want to have the burn effect on enemies. Elemental damage, luck, Boggy Bank, head injury, compass, lock up pruner. Attack speed. I mean, this has the potential to go absolutely insane eventually. What's our attack speed? Only 18% though. I mean, that's a lot of enemies though. Because we took Gentle Alien, right? Yeah, because that gives us more enemies. mean, the gentle alien is scary to take, you know, stuff like that. Like it's a. As we died there almost. Elemental damage. Attack speed. Lunar. Alien tongue actually. Explosion damage, why not? And here's the thing, yes, that if we have a lot of, I believe also that the high quality rate of this, high quality of the pruner, that will make it so that the fruit spawn fast. It won't spawn more gardens, I don't think, but there are of course ways to get more gardens. Of course, obviously, now it is crazy that we haven't seen the Lumberjack shirt yet, or the thing that adds more trees. You know, it's a bit crazy, you know. And stuff that all things considered. There's a chest. Oh, almost died. Almost died. Ooh, metal. Oh, that's absolutely insane. Yes, and we take this because we are negative crit chance there. Then we take 10 armor. Or 3 armor. Explosion. Silver bullet. Melee damage. Or whatever it was. Let's take that. I like that. The chainsaw is just so good. It's not often you see the chainsaw either. The chainsaw is way rarer than anything. There are also like certain purple weapons that I feel are almost rarer to see than like legendary sometimes, you know, stuff that and also, you know, definitely be on the lookout for those, you know, stuff that, you know. We didn't hit anyone with that. That was a bit bad. Okay. I forgot how long they burn, or if they just burn until they die, basically, and stuff like that, because, you know. Lifesteal. Oh man, not yet. Shady potion though. Joke. How many more enemies do we have? Enemies, okay, we have 5% more enemies. We have 38 max AP, we have -2 HP regeneration though, which is a bit bad. I mean, we're not even at maximum amount of gardens yet from the prune alone. But I want to say that's not the cause because, you know, because of boom 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 the chainsaw. Now the chainsaw is very good at killing bosses, by the way. That's the thing that's really, really good with the chainsaw. So, you know, you can see, for example, if we get enough gardens that are like high enough quality, then, you know, nice. 8% damage. Good chance. We get the chainsaw. We get the fish hook. We get that. Reroll and we get a blue pruner. We combine these first. We combine that. Another blue pruner, not tardigrade. Actually, let's get the white flag because that's unique. So we have the white flag out of the way. Boom. Yeah, so Since also it scales with melee damage, engineering, and lifesteal, so triple damage scaling. It has lifesteal on it. It is 10% of enemies' current health as bonus damage, 1% for bosses and elites. It's still actually very good because you can attack very quickly with this eventually. What's the default attack speed? It's 0.4 second cooldown, which is actually very fast, but you can make the chainsaw even faster, of course. Obviously, what's our range? Minus 16, okay, so that's good, so that will make us actually have even more attack speed. I mean, I would love to get more chainsaws, that would be pretty crazy, but probably not yet until we have more gardens. Or, you know, more trees, you know, whatever comes first. Garden. Is it next wave? Or it's gonna be wave 12 that we get the boss. No use. Straight into enemies. Yeah, I mean, I'm a bit rusty and stuff that because, you know, normally I would do like 70% run, you know, and stuff that, you know, and then that would be fine, you know, and stuff that. I was just stupid because I wanted to really go for explosions there, you know, I shouldn't have done that, you know, but yeah. I think that will do it though for this time, you know, and stuff that's yeah. So things that we have gotten right in our failed round will still show up, yes. And it's crazy, there isn't that many legendary weapons. So this is sniper gun, this is the not the executioner, but the thing that's similar to it, like the blessed tier version of the executioner. This is the dragon flamethrower, this is of course the nuke launcher. Commander is the regular bazooka, and this is the captain's thing. So that's it. So you can see, for example, you need to I don't know technically if I could use a character that starts with the weapon and then use the end the run, you know, and stuff that, and if I can just do that, you know, as something, you know, and stuff that, you know. Of course, there's a lot of items here you need to get and stuff that, right? But you know, the thing is, like, it doesn't remember like all the items you've gotten before, because there are several items I've gotten before. But yeah, of course, will be the hourglass, of course, yeah. Because yeah, 1% elemental damage for every 30 burning enemies you kill during a wave, max 4 per wave. But of course, if your curse is good, then you can like infinitely stack this. Which is of course unique. I mean, other crazy characters. Where's that character? Yeah, this guy can equip 12 weapons at a time, by default, and of course minus 5% damage for every weapon you have, so you deal less damage, but you gain 20% melee damage. And I think that's actually only 5% minus melee damage, I think, specifically. So you could theoretically go with range weapons. What can he start with? Wow, we can start with a lot of weapons. What's the king, by the way? Yeah, for every tier 4 weapon you have. So he starts with blue weapons, of course, obviously. Oh man. Let's just do a quick king run here, why not? See how this goes. Because I want to show you how good the Warple is. Because this basically has the executioner effect of like Mega Bonk, that it has like an execute effect and stuff that, and actually yes, the Warple gets absolutely insane. Like the more, of course, you have of it. So recycle that. Luck. Wait, right, so Yeah, so 24% damage for every tier 4 weapon, 24% sniper for every tier 4 weapon you have, 5% max HP for every different tier 4 item you have, 50% max for every tier 1 weapon. Every tier 1 weapon you have 15% minus damage, 15% minus attack speed, and minus 2 for every different tier 1 weapon. So you don't want to go with tier 1. Sometimes you might get forced to run a few tier 1 runs, especially like limited stuff like this is definitely worth it to use the baby gecko, is worth it to actually take. Yeah. So I have a -2 max HP because of that. 10% attack speed is probably worth it as well. Because yes, that would be -4 health, so you know. Okay, actually lock the monkey and lock the snake. Yes, we will have very, very low health here, but of course, health items are gonna be very, very good as well. Hopefully we don't get the Warple too late, by the way, or more Warples rather, you know. Because of that, you know. And I will of course continue this recording if it ends before we're like done with the run, you know, so that's it. It's pretty early crate though, not gonna lie. Yes. Because it gives you more and it removes. Okay, we're still at 7 HP because of that, because we gain, of course, HP when we level up and stuff that, you know, so that is very important. Because the thing is, like, just having one weapon is very dangerous to have for too long, you know, and stuff that, but, you know. You might say you just get as much luck as possible, so you start seeing less white items, like, which is true, of course, obviously. Luck. Alien worm, coffee, reroll. So let's just lock that, and then lock the ugly tooth because that's unique. We are at 65 luck though. How are we at 65 luck? Does he get? Yeah, he does start with more luck, yeah. Because otherwise the character would never work, you know, so that's, yeah. Because we basically need to take whatever blue weapon we can get. I should have actually taken the jelly earlier there when it showed up, I'm pretty certain. Because that would have been good to do. Very risky here. I know the chance for it to do the execute is very, very low and stuff like that, and also yes, max HP actually, an armor, get cacti club, get coupon, reroll, 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 reroll. Nah, the blue cacti club, okay. The cacti club is interesting because it has the whole effect of spawning projectiles and stuff like that, so yeah, you know, that's pretty decent. I mean, I don't think the king necessarily is like a bad character or anything, right? But you know, like if you get very skilled with what black weapons you get, like then it's really bad. But I definitely feel like you need to take that into account, like because items will only decrease the max HP, But of course, once we start getting legendary items, stuff that tier 4 items basically, then you gain max HP, of course, obviously. But the thing is, like, all weapons can be upgraded into legendary weapons or into black because it's basically the red color, you know, most of that. Armor, the club, ugly tooth, that, and a reload. We are only at 13 health, which is not, which is not great, you know. That's actually pretty bad. I mean, of course, the fact that you need tier 4 before the king starts being really, really good is really, really bad. Because yes, like taking luck is nice and stuff that, but if there are other stats that you can get that are important, then it feels like really, really bad, you know, to do. Please. Time now when we're so close. Was a bit scary there. 8% damage actually. A cycle and knife. That's actually a purple and that's blue. I'm doing that because then we could combine the cycle, or we could combine the character club actually into a purple snurple. You know, and that would be really, really good. What's our luck at? 65k. So it's not that great yet. Would like to kill this big guy if we can. King of all the potatoes. The king lives, long live the king. You know what? Speed. Harpoon, good. Circular saw as well there. You can lock that. It's a bit sad that I cannot see exactly how much I have, but you know. But I can see that that is too expensive, that thing there. So you know that is important. I did take a little bit more damage than I would have wanted from the charge guy there. And 11 is going to be a swarm wave, which is important as well here. So we do have a crate. It's nice, of course. Not gonna lie. Yeah, this is a bit scary. I don't think that's said it. We got snapped. We got snapped. That was a bit sad. Yeah. I mean, that wasn't bad. Our max HP was, of course, pretty low, but I mean, the items were pretty good because coffee is, of course, more attack speed. This was, you know, attracting that. This gave us 80 speed regen. This gave us chance when we pick up materials, you know, and stuff like that. And like Ugly Tooth was worth it. And Snake, you know. Except we didn't really have a way to burn stuff. We never got the scared sausage, so I shouldn't have gotten the snake there, but yeah. But that's actually completely fun because now we're almost out of time, so you know, hope you all enjoy this. And I see you all next time.